Do you like scary movies? Okay, cool, good. If not, sorry. If so, cool. This is probably going to be a good video for you to watch, because I did a Scream horror movie. Scream 1, maybe 2. I don't know. How many Screams are there? A few of them? There's a few of them. Well, anyway, I found these white Levi's at Goodwill, and my girlfriend was like, hey, you should paint Ghostface on them. I was like, you know what? I will. I have a cat crawling on me right now. Hi, Boo. So if you hear purring, that's Boo. But anyway, I found these white Levi's, and I first, you did not see, I spray painted them. So that's what the little areas of like misty black and little black dots are. This is not a 101 Dalmatians piece, though it does kind of look like it right now. But first step that you're seeing right here, I just took a white acrylic paint and started kind of almost sketching on what I was doing, kind of getting the basic outlines and getting all the proportions right and everything. And I did it in white so I could just kind of cover it up later and it wouldn't be that noticeable. But that's what I'm doing here. I did it kind of small. It might be a little hard to tell right now, but it's on like on the shin of the left leg. I don't know. It's kind of a weird placement, but it looks good on body. Now that I'm done with them, I think it looks nice. I try to usually keep the composition different and kind of keep things interesting. But anyway, after I did that, I just kind of put the face in there and everything. I very obviously went in with some heavy blacks and kind of started filling out the mouth and things that I was not going to have to shade so much. So pretty sure I started with the mouth and then went on to the eyes, and harder parts came on after that, but we'll see when we get there. I don't know why I'm rushing ahead so much. So what have you guys been up to? You guys, who's watching this right now? How many are there? A few? A million? A billion? A couple of cats out there? A couple of people not watching. This just is playing from a recommended video and you're asleep right now. Well, if you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. And if you're awake, I hope you're awaking well. That's kind of a weird thought. How come you can sleep, but you can't awake? Well, I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? Kind of like if like the word heat has always bothered me. If something is producing heat and something is hot, those are two different words. But how come cold doesn't have two different words? It's just something is cold or producing cold. It just doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to the Ghostface. So I'm pretty sure my camera messed up here, and I missed out on the whole mouth shading the white part on that. So sorry about that. You didn't get to see it, but I'm sure you could probably use your imagination and assume what that looked like. But after that, I started moving up. I started kind of I think I started at the bottom left and moved kind of around the mouth and up from there. And try to keep it subtle, but, you know, make it stand out a little bit more. I do another thing here in a little bit that you'll see after this to make it pop from the white background. So I know this blends in a little bit too much. But anyway, what's new in my life? What am I doing? I recently just started back at a job that I had. I worked at the Gap distribution center, I think is what you call it. It's like a warehouse job. I worked there a few years ago just for the seasonal thing, like in the winter during Christmas and whatnot. It's just good money, and I'm back doing that now, just a couple days a week. But it's cool having a consistent paycheck coming in, so I'm not solely relying on my art selling, like my clothes and the things that I thrift to put food on my table, as they say. Do they say that? I don't know. I think I heard somebody say that once. So that's new. It's raining here now. Looking out my window, my cat is sitting on my porch. She's not getting wet. There is it's dry. There's a balcony, a porch above it. I don't know. So don't feel bad for her. She's okay. She likes it out there. I'm going to the Louder Than Life festival in a couple of days. It's just a rock metal rock and roll, festival. Some pretty OG band names, but here you can see what I'm talking about. I am about to make it pop more. Ow, my cat is trying to kill me. But I cut out this, I don't even know what it was. It was something to do with a printer or something. It was just a clear piece of plastic pretty much, and I traced around the Ghostface and cut that out, and then put it on top of it, put some weights and a spray paint bottle, and sprayed around it, and kind of makes him pop a lot more. I think it looks way better than him just being on the white background. Doesn't look great. And then on the other leg, I really just did not know what to do, and I started doing this thing semi-recently, like a month or two ago, where I would have a skull stencil and have it kind of fading in and out, and it looked kind of like a ghostly skull. Looked really cool, so I kind of went for the same thing here, just having light, misty looking ghost faces all over the leg, kind of creeping up into the black spray paint and dots that I have up towards the pockets. And I did that all over the leg, and just kind of kept that pattern as random and as consistent, if that is even possible, as I could. And after that, I flipped the leg back over, and I was like, it kind of needs some more weight on this side, keep the composition even-ish. So I added that little solid black ghost face on the opposing side of the ghost face that I painted on with acrylic. And then after that, I really thought I was done, and I debated for a while. I think you saw I had a little red piece of paper or something that I cut out, and was debating on whether or not I wanted to have blood dripping out of the pockets, because I just thought it needed something else. All the weight was at the bottom of the pants, and there wasn't anything going on at the top, and I just thought it was kind of a little too boring. I don't know. I'm sure I could always add more, but the hardest part about making a painting and about art in general is knowing when to stop, and knowing when to not overwork something or not go too far, or if you add one line too many, then it is that one line that kills the painting and just won't work anymore. So I did decide on adding the red blood, just a little pop of color, and in the end I think it looks great. Super happy I did it. I did it on both pockets, try to keep some consistency, and they're about the same shape, but the little drips are obviously different. But yeah, what was I talking about a second ago? New job. Yeah, I'm pretty much just picking, so super easy. It's just running. It's not hard. Really good pay. So that's what I'm doing a couple days a week. Other than that, just going to Goodwill and making clothes. I also made a TikTok video, which is weird. I've never done that before, off of these pants. So if you're interested in that, my @ on TikTok is laid.off. So if you want to check that out, it's pretty much just a shorter version of this, except I'm trying to be all trendy and cool and hip with the kids. So that's what I've been doing. I think it wasn't really too hard to record this process, and really I think it motivated me to keep going, and I got done a lot faster than normal, because normally I'll take a couple breaks and whatnot. So expect a few more projects in the future. My last Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared video, I talked about a couple upcoming projects. I hinted that one of them is going to be Salad Fingers Carhartt jacket that I'm working on, and I'm thinking after this festival, so in a few days, I'll start working on that and getting that going, and obviously it's gonna be done and probably posted before I get a video out. But either way, I'm very happy with how these pants came out. I'm also wearing a custom hoodie I made there, so if you're interested in either one of these, the pants, the hoodie, or want to check out any of my other art, you can check me out on Instagram. I'll put everything on the screen now. My Instagram, my Depop, my website. I'll put my TikTok on there, all that fun stuff. If you want to buy anything, Depop and website's the way to go. So if not, cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you later.